Welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Thanks for having me.
This time we're taking a deep dive into Ramit Sethi's I Will Teach You to Be Rich.
Yeah.
And joining me for this one
Yeah.
is Olivia Smith,
Hi, everyone.
who's ready to break down this personal finance phenomenon.
Yes. I am so excited to dive into this book.
I think it's going to be great.
Especially for, those of us who are maybe not seasoned investors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It feels like so much advice out there
Yes.
is for people who are already swimming in cash.
Totally.
And Sethi really kind of calls that out.
Yeah.
He's like these experts who are, trying to predict the market.
Uh-huh.
But their track record is actually pretty dismal.
Yeah, and I love how he talks about that.
Yeah.
He's all about systems, not crystal balls.
Yes.
There's a story in the book
Yeah.
about how he won over $200,000 in scholarships.
Wow.
Just by systematizing his applications.
Right.
That's
amazing.
incredible proof that this approach works.
Yeah, so it's not about feeling helpless.
Right.
It's about taking charge.
Yes.
And that's where his ladder personal finance comes in, right?
Yes, it is the bedrock of
Okay.
his strategy.
Awesome.
First rung, credit cards.
Okay.
But not
Not in the way that you might think.
how you think.
Yeah.
He debunks this idea that they're evil.
Okay.
He teaches you how to use them
Okay.
to actually build wealth
Got it.
through rewards and smart usage.
So you're not just,
Right.
swiping for that impulse buy.
Definitely not.
Okay, good.
So once you've kind of mastered that,
Yeah.
it's about building a safety net.
Okay.
That's the emergency fund.
Got it.
Think of it as a buffer
Uh-huh.
before you even consider investing.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
So you're not dipping into investments, so like
Okay.
an unexpected expense pops up?
exactly.
So what comes next on the ladder?
Your employer's 401k match. It's essentially free money.
Free money.
They're giving you for your retirement.
I've always been a little bit fuzzy on 401ks.
Yeah.
What makes them so special?
They offer fantastic tax advantages.
Okay.
So you're basically putting money aside pre-tax, so it grows more over time.
Okay.
And the employer match is like getting a bonus just for saving.
That's amazing.
It is. And once that's maxed out,
Okay.
it's time to tackle any high-interest debt,
Okay.
especially those pesky credit cards that
Yeah.
can snowball
Yes.
and, prevent you from reaching your goal.
Got it.
Exactly.
What's next?
Then we reach the top rung,
Right.
investing in a Roth IRA.
Ooh.
Sethi breaks down
Okay.
how these accounts, especially for younger folks,
Yeah.
can mean hundreds of thousands
Yeah.
in tax savings over a lifetime.
That's a big deal.
It's huge.
Wow.
So before we climb that ladder,
Yeah.
what about everyday spending?
Yeah.
Is Sethi all about deprivation?
Right. Because that's what I'm worried about.
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
He's all about conscious spending,
Yeah.
not restrictive budgeting.
Got it.
He calls it the 4 buckets approach.
4 buckets.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm intrigued. What are these buckets?
So think of them as categories.
Okay.
You've got your fixed costs.
Okay.
That's like your rent, utilities.
Yeah.
Then you've got savings,
Okay.
investments.
Gotcha.
And my favorite, guilt-free spending money.
Guilt-free. Sign me up.
I know, right?
But how do you determine
Okay.
how much goes in each bucket?
So Sethi emphasizes the 85% solution.
Okay.
Aim for progress,
Uh-huh.
not perfection.
I like that.
Even making small adjustments can have a big impact over time.
So you don't have to get bogged down
Right.
with trying to track every penny.
Exactly. He has this great example in the book
Oh, yeah.
about this woman, Lisa,
Okay.
who strategically allocates her spending
Okay.
so that she can buy $300 shoes.
Oh.
Guilt-free.
I like it.
Because she's already taking care of her
Yeah.
other financial priorities.
So she's got the guilt-free spending.
Yeah.
Because she's already covered everything else.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's very reassuring.
It is.
Because I was worried this was going to be like rice and beans forever.
No.
Okay.
And still enjoy yourself.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And so...
He even gives practical tips.
Okay.
Like this thing called subscriptions versus a la carte.
Okay.
Where sometimes paying for individual services is cheaper than a big subscription you barely use.
That's such good advice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the foundation.
Yeah.
We're spending consciously.
Yes.
What's next?
This is where it gets really cool.
Ooh.
Automation.
Okay.
Imagine your money just magically flowing to where it needs to go.
Like a personal finance fairy godmother.
Exactly.
Love it.
He breaks down how to set up automatic transfers. for bills, for savings, and even for investments.
Wow.
No more mental gymnastics.
So it takes away the stress and like potential procrastination.
Totally.
Because it's all taken care of.
Yeah, it's already done for you.
And it's setting it up hard.
Not at all.
Okay.
He provides step-by-step guidance
Awesome.
on linking your accounts
Okay.
and automating this entire system.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like having a little 24/7
Yeah.
financial assistant working behind the scenes.
I love it.
Now let's talk investing.
Okay. This is where
Yeah.
I'll admit my head spins a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know where I'd start picking stocks.
Sethi has great news for you.
Okay.
You don't have to.
What?
He debunks this myth
Okay.
of reliable stock picking,
Okay.
even for the professionals.
Okay.
He advocates for index funds.
Index funds.
Yes.
That sounds less intimidating.
It is.
What are they
Right.
exactly?
So instead of trying to beat the market,
Yeah.
index funds track the overall performance of a particular market,
Right.
like the S&P 500.
Okay.
It's a much more consistent
Gotcha.
and low-cost approach.
Okay.
He also talks about expense ratios,
Okay.
which are fees that are
Right.
charged by these funds,
Yeah.
and how to pick low-cost options.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So you're not losing money
Right.
to unnecessary fees.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then there's asset allocation.
Asset allocation. Okay.
Yeah, spreading your investments
Okay.
across different asset classes, like
Right.
stocks and bonds.
So is that like not putting all your eggs in one basket?
It's the opposite.
Okay.
Diversification helps manage risk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Sethi explains,
Sure.
it's essential to tailor your strategy
Okay.
to your risk tolerance
Yeah.
and how long you plan to invest.
Okay.
He even has a simple solution
Okay.
for managing multiple accounts
Okay.
called the one pot solution.
Okay. That's starting to sound a little more manageable.
Yep.
Does he talk about other types of investments?
Yeah.
Like real estate?
He touches on other options,
Okay.
but his core strategy
Yeah.
really revolves around index funds.
Okay.
He believes they're the best approach
Gotcha.
for long-term wealth building.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is already so much more insightful
Sure.
than me just reading the book myself.
How come?
What else does he cover?
Well, he goes beyond the numbers,
Okay.
exploring how to apply these principles to your
Okay.
entire life.
I like it.
Think negotiating a salary raise,
Oh, yeah.
buying a car,
Okay.
even purchasing a home.
Wow.
He wants you to have a rich life,
Yes.
not just a rich bank account.
I love that.
Yeah,
Let's dive into those details in the
Right.
next part.
sounds good.
This is already so much more
Yeah.
than just a summary.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's like having a personalized guide to the book.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Let's take a break and we'll come back and we'll dive into those details.
That's good. One thing that really struck me
Yeah.
was how much he focuses on the psychology of money.
Okay.
It's not just about the numbers. It's
Right.
about understanding our own behaviors.
Totally. Yeah. And I know, like,
Yeah.
I've definitely made some purchases
Yeah,
that I regret
right.
where my emotions definitely got in the way.
Totally. And he talks about that,
Yeah.
how like fear can really paralyze us.
Oh, yeah.
Or we
Yeah.
make decisions based on guilt
Yeah.
rather than logic.
Okay.
And that's where automation is so powerful.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Because it removes those emotional roadblocks.
Exactly.
So it's like setting up good habits
Yeah.
on autopilot,
Yes.
even when you know
Mm.
your feelings want to get in the way.
Totally.
Okay.
And this kind of ties back to the conscious spending.
Yeah.
It's not about, never buying anything fun.
Right.
It's about making choices that align with what really matters to you.
Okay. So instead of like mindlessly swiping the credit card,
Exactly.
do those 4 buckets come into play here?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Knowing your fixed costs,
Yeah.
having that savings buffer,
Mm-hmm.
it allows you to truly enjoy
Okay.
the guilt-free spending money
Yeah.
because you've already taken care
Yeah.
of the essentials.
That must feel so much better
Oh, yeah.
than just like hoping you'll have enough left over
Totally.
another month.
Yeah, it takes the guesswork out of it.
Yeah. Well,
He has a ton of practical tips, too.
oh, yeah.
Like the subscriptions versus a la carte thing.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
Right.
Yeah.
Little tweaks can make a big difference.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm starting to feel more empowered.
Good.
But what about debt?
Okay.
I have like student loans hanging over my head.
Yeah, Sethi doesn't sugarcoat it.
Okay.
He calls high interest debt a wealth killer.
Ooh, that's a scary term.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it has its place
Yeah.
on that ladder of personal finance. But he also provides like a really clear plan
Okay.
for tackling it.
So it's not just doom and gloom.
No, not at all.
Okay.
He has a 5-step plan
Okay.
for getting out of credit card debt.
Okay.
And a big part of it is negotiation.
Negotiation. Okay.
Yeah, he encourages you to negotiate with
Express.
creditors,
Oh,
landlords,
wow.
even your boss.
I'm not a very good negotiator.
Oh, okay.
I always feel really awkward
Yeah.
asking for things.
Well, Sethi provides scripts
Oh, okay.
and strategies.
Okay.
He's a pro at it.
Okay.
You know, his point is
Yeah.
the worst they can say is no.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You might be surprised what you can achieve
Okay.
if you just ask.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Speaking of asking for things,
Okay.
how does he approach salary negotiation?
Okay.
That's always a really nerve-wracking one.
He breaks it down into really manageable steps.
Okay.
It's about knowing your worth,
Uh-huh.
doing your research,
Okay.
and presenting a case based on your value. Yeah.
To the company.
So it's not about like begging for more money. It's
Yeah.
about like
It's about showing...
showing what you bring to the table.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
There's a case study in the book
Yeah.
about this woman, Rachel,
Okay.
who used Sethi's approach,
Okay.
and she landed a 28% raise.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah,
Okay, so he gives you the tools
he does.
to do it.
Yeah, he has templates
Wow.
for tracking your accomplishments
Right.
and even crafting that perfect
Okay.
negotiation script.
That's awesome. That gives me some hope.
Good.
He doesn't just leave you hanging. He like equips you.
He does.
Yeah.
And it's not just about salary.
Okay.
He provides guidance on other big decisions, too.
Right.
Like buying a car or a house.
Oh, okay. Those are the big ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are huge.
Yes.
And those can have a big impact on your finances.
I'm actually starting to think about buying a place.
But the whole process just seems so overwhelming.
Yeah, well, Sethi emphasizes being a savvy consumer
Oh.
when it comes to cars.
Yeah.
He's all about prioritizing reliability
Okay.
over flashy features.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and for homes,
Yeah.
it's about saving a healthy down payment
Right.
and not getting caught up
Yeah.
in the market hype.
So being realistic
Yes.
and making decisions based on your own situation and goals,
Yeah,
not just what everyone else is doing.
exactly. It's about taking control
Yeah.
and making choices
Yeah.
that align with your rich life vision.
I like that. It's amazing how he takes these complex financial topics
Yeah.
and breaks them down into these bite-sized pieces.
Right.
Like you don't need to be a Wall Street wizard
Exactly.
to manage your money.
No,
Yeah.
he really demystifies it all.
Yeah.
And, cuts through the jargon
Yeah.
and lays out like a clear path
Yeah.
with these actionable steps that anyone can take.
And he gives you so many resources,
Yes.
spreadsheets, scripts, even a community forum
I love that.
where you can connect with other people
Yeah,
who are on the same journey.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's like having a personal finance coach
Yeah.
right in your pocket,
Yes.
guiding you every step of the way.
What I really appreciate is that he emphasizes
Yeah.
progress over perfection.
Yes.
Like it's about taking action,
Yeah.
even if it's a small step,
Totally.
and building from
You
there.
don't have to do it all at once. Just
Yeah.
start somewhere.
That's so important.
Yeah.
And he reminds us that even those small changes
Yeah.
can snowball into big results over time.
Especially with the power of compounding.
Yes. Compound is key.
It's like magic.
It's like free money.
I know.
And it's never too late to start,
Never.
whether you're fresh out of college
Yeah.
or nearing retirement.
Yeah. There's always room for improvement
Yeah.
and growth.
Sethi's advice is timeless,
It is.
and it can really help anyone create a more secure and fulfilling financial future.
I agree.
You know, one thing that really resonated with me
Yeah.
is that it's not just about accumulating wealth
Right.
for the sake of it.
It's not about being like a Scrooge McDuck, hoarding all your money.
It's about using money as a tool
Yes.
to live a richer and more meaningful life.
Exactly. He
Yeah.
talks about
Yeah.
having the freedom to pursue your passions.
Yes.
Spend time with loved ones.
Yeah.
Make a positive impact on the world.
It's about aligning
Yeah.
your financial goals
Yes.
with your values
Mm-hmm.
and aspirations.
It's a good point.
Like what really matters to you.
Yeah.
And how can money help you achieve those things?
These are the question, right?
Yeah.
He encourages you to think about those things
Yeah.
and then create a plan that supports
Yeah.
that vision
Your vision.
of a rich life.
Yeah. It's holistic.
Yeah, it goes way beyond just the numbers.
Yes. I think that's what makes this book so empowering.
Yeah.
It's not just about the money.
Right.
It's about living a life
Yes.
that's true to yourself.
Exactly.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground
We have.
in this deep dive into I Will Teach You to Be Rich.
Yeah. It's a great book.
It's a great book. It's packed with practical advice, inspiring stories,
Yeah.
and a healthy dose of humor
Definitely.
that makes it all feel less intimidating.
Yes, very approachable.
If you're feeling overwhelmed by your finances
Yeah.
or just looking for a fresh perspective,
Yeah.
highly recommend checking it out.
Yeah.
And all of the
All
resources.
the resources on his
Nice.
website. And don't stop there.
Oh, yeah.
There are so many great resources out there.
Oh, yeah.
Books, podcasts, blogs,
Yeah.
online courses.
Yeah.
There's so much.
There is.
Then-
The more you learn,
Yeah.
the more confident and empowered you'll become
Yeah.
to make smart choices with your money.
So as we're wrapping up this deep dive.
What aspect of your financial life
Ooh, good question.
will you focus on
Yeah.
after listening to this?
Love
Will
that.
you finally automate your savings?
Yeah.
Negotiate that raise?
Yeah.
Or start investing in your future?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, take that first step today.
I love it.
Building wealth is a journey,
Yes.
not a destination.
Not a destination.
Enjoy the process, celebrate your progress along the way,
Yes.
and keep learning.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us
Yeah, thanks for having me.
on this deep dive into I Will Teach You to Be Rich.
Of course.
Be sure to subscribe to The Deep Dive
Yes.
for more deep dives into a variety of fascinating subjects.
We'll see you next time.
Until next time.